Welcome back to the Mentor for Impact course. In this section, I will share some practical exercises that you can use while working with your mentee. First of the exercises is a Wheel of Life. It is a very popular tool to analyze and get the big picture of what's going on in your life. Often, a mentee comes to you for a specific problem or a specific goal. For example, they want to advance in their career. But sometimes, to advance in your career, you have to take care of some other areas in your life. The Wheel of Life helps you to analyze how things are going in your life. In your health, in your personal growth, finance, in your attitude, social life, or relationships, or family. You can always change those categories if there are other things that are important. But the point of the exercise is to get the big picture. And in phase one, you analyze, you evaluate how well am I performing currently in those different areas. And then you try to figure out what is the area actually that I need to work on. What is one area in my life that actually matters, but I have somehow forgot this area or somehow left that area unnoticed. This will help you to clarify what should we prioritize first in our mentoring conversations, to fix some of the things first and then head to another ones. So Wheel of Life, if you Google this tool, you will find a lot of different exercises and probably worksheets you can use as well. But as a concept, think about those different areas of life that your mentee has and help your mentee to analyze, how am I doing on a big picture? Not only in this one area, but on a big picture. Is there something that needs my attention now? Another exercise that you can do is a diagnostics tool to analyze whenever you think about, for example, work-related things, you think about your current business or your current career, and you can always ask those 4 questions. What is it that I should raise? What are the things that are working well, but I should do more of that? Second element, what is it that I should reduce? Like spend less time on doing those things. Maybe things that are no longer serving you. Reduce them. Third element is what should I eliminate? By eliminate, I mean there are sometimes things we do just from habit or just we think that maybe it's useful for the clients or customers. But if we analyze it thoroughly, we might find out that no one actually needs that. It's a waste of time. These are the kind of things we should eliminate. And the fourth element is create. What are some new activities or new habits or things I should create in my current profession or in my current business? It's a very simple diagnostics framework, and it's just keywords or key questions that help us to figure out what to raise, what to reduce, what to eliminate, and what to create. Are diagnostics tools for helping your mentee to figure out where should we focus on in our mentoring conversations. Another mentoring tool is this method of looking back from the future. So you can choose either from, for example, a year from now. Let's say your mentee just joined your organization and they started working on a specific position, and you may ask themselves to imagine, so where do you want to see yourself a year from now? And ask them to travel to that year and look back from that future, describing what is it that they have achieved, what is it that they have changed in their life or they have created, what were the bold decisions that they made. You can have it for 1 year or maybe 5 years, depending on the perspective you want to have. And you can also do it in a way that you can ask the mentee that, let's imagine it's the ending of our mentoring process or our mentoring year. What is it that you want to see as a result of that year? What has changed? What is their ideal vision? This will help you to clarify where they are heading, what matters to them. And then from that future, you can build the steps. How can we move towards those steps? You can even take this exercise to a whole new level, which I call a letter from the future. So you can ask your mentee to imagine themselves being an 80-year-old person looking back at their life and thinking what happened to their life? Where did all the projects end up? Or what were the highlights they had in their life? Or what was it they created? So there are some helping questions you can use. For example, when they imagine themselves as 80-year-olds, what is it that brings them joy when they're so old? Or what changes they made in their life? Or which experiences they appreciate the most? Or who have been their teachers and what have they taught them? A really creative exercise. Or how did your projects evolve and what happened as a result of them? And in one phase, in that letter, what they can do is they can also give some advice to themselves. So, for example, who they should hang out more with and who they should hang out less with. Or what should they focus more on and what should they not worry that much about. It's a really creative exercise. I often ask my new mentees to do that exercise, and I kindly ask them to share that letter with me if they will, and usually they always do. This will help me to really understand where they are heading in their life, and it will help me to be a mentor, not only this specific project for them, but to help them move towards their bigger goals in life. And sometimes those bigger goals are actually the core reason of our big work as a mentor. Not only getting things done, but actually getting more life out of your life. So these are a couple of exercises you can do with your mentee, but one core element is whatever kind of exercise you do with your mentee, always try that exercise on yourself as well. This will help you to really understand the essence of the exercise, and you can always change and adapt those exercises so that it will be valuable for your mentee. So I encourage you to go through those exercises, write that letter from the future to yourself, or imagine yourself a year or 5 years from now and looking back. And also, why not do this Wheel of Life exercise to analyze how is your life currently going? Is there something maybe that needs your attention? And those diagnostics tools, what to raise, what to reduce, what to remove, and what to create in your current life or in your current business. So these are some of the practical exercises that you can take into many mentoring situations. I hope they serve you well. And I encourage you to really focus on developing yourself as a mentor, keeping your mental health and mental well-being well, so that you could be the inspiration for your mentees. Just be the inspiration that you wish to see in the world. As a role model, as an outstanding mentor, as a person who inspires, by doing the things that really matter to them, as a person who really walks the talk, who really lives as an example. That's why we're here as mentors. And I encourage you to go through those exercises, do them today, and go to that next mentoring conversations that you're having. Be fully present, be fully there, be fully open for discovery, and really dive into those deep why questions, those deep motivations, what lie behind your mentees' goals, and help them to clarify what they really want in life and help them to build those habits that help them towards their goals. This is Harald Leppisk, and I wish you the inspiring conversations and being a role model, being an inspiring mentor.